This is a story that exposes medical apathy in the state of Uttar Pradesh, where a woman was forced to give birth to her baby just outside a government hospital in Mainpuri. The woman claims that she was denied admission at the hospital simply because they felt she did not have enough to pay up for her treatment. When she refused to pay up immediately before the treatment, she was referred to another hospital. However, the woman went into labor and delivered the baby right there at the hospital gate. Help arrived only after half an hour of the child's birth, following which the umbilical cord was cut and the baby was wrapped in a sari. It's actually a extremely pathetic condition there, in which the woman was left to deliver her baby.
हाँ, इसमें रात में संज्ञान में हमारे आया था और हम लोगों ने डीएम साहब के साथ हमने जो है रात में ही अस्पताल का भ्रमण करके इसकी पूरी इंक्वायरी की। ये महिला रात में 12:12 पर ये भर्ती हुई थी और जो है जब ये भर्ती हुई थी तो जो इसके अभिलेखों में से देखने में पता ये लगा कि जो है इसको काफ़ी सांस फूल रही थी और काफ़ी लो थी, तथा जो है मतलब डिलीवरी में करीब इसके 3-4 घंटे का टाइम भी लगने की संभावना थी, क्योंकि इसका ये 5वां बच्चा था तो ये असेसमेंट होने में थोड़ी सी गलती हो सकती है। वहाँ पर महिला डॉक्टरों की भी कमी है, तो पुरुष डॉक्टर उतनी अच्छी तरह से नहीं देख पाते हैं, तो जो है इसको रेफ़र किया गया था। लेकिन भाई इसमें जो है रेफ़र क्यों किया गया था और बाकी जो उसमें हमने कल वीडियो देखा था उसमें जो पैसे लेने की शिकायत है उसकी पूरी जांच की जा रही है और जो है सीएमएस महिला चिकित्सालय अभी जांच कर रहे हैं और जांच करने के बाद जो सामने आएगा उसको बताया जाएगा।
तो हमने भी हमारे पास नहीं है, हमारा आदमी
वहाँ भी आपको वो नहीं क्यों चढ़ा? ठीक है, ये बुलाने आइए।
My colleague Alok Singh joining us on the phone line. Alok, first of all, let's get the facts straight here. Are we saying that here was a woman with a full-term pregnancy on the verge of delivery who was undergoing labor, left to fend for herself at the doorstep of a government hospital since she did not have the money to pay up? Now, first of all, this is a government hospital. It runs on public money. How can anybody be turned away given her financial condition, especially when it's a question of life and death?
Yes, absolutely, and that's why the government and in fact the administration has now pulled up the hospital administration, and they have asked to give their clarification and why they have denied the permission of the victim and in fact the patient, and why they denied the admission of the patient at that point in time when she was at the labor pain. So as of now, they have asked the administration, the CMO of that hospital, to give a clarification. And in fact, the administration is also moving to give the complaint before the police so that they could, in fact, get on what condition this all incident and all this apathy has happened. However, the family has also moving, in fact, to the police station that they may lodge the FIR against the whole thing that has happened. But as of now, the woman is there in the hospital and they are being taken care of by the hospital administration.
All right, Kamna Pandey, activist, joining us here. Kamna, this is again infuriating, and our reporters, of course, now telling us that, like we see in instances like this, inquiries are set up, investigation will happen, but how do we address it? The problem is this is more than apathy. In many countries, this would be human rights violation to actually leave somebody who's on the verge of delivery to fend for herself. Remember, this woman was left unattended. There was absolutely no medical help coming to her. And here is a country now we are looking at where basic medical services are made unattainable for the poorest of the poor. They're turned away, and this is not the first case.
Absolutely. This is intolerable. This is outrageous. We know the condition of a woman at that time is something that would need maximum attention, maximum sensitivity. On the other hand, the way she was treated. Not to forget that the Supreme Court of India, the courts have already ordered that even a gunshot wound needs to be first attended, and all the other formalities are to be done later. Now here, the CMO has to be responsible, and we should not be looking at just enquiries. The action has to be taken now, and the inquiries have to come out clean later, and whatever else has to be done later. But the inquiry has to be set now. Another thing that advice to your viewers is that in such a condition, at least in UP, what I can say is please dial 100.
Okay.
The assistance that you get with dial 100, even in cases when it is a government hospital or a government body, on the other hand, the assistance is immediate and they come in 5 minutes. That's one thing that has really improved in UP. So while this apathy is going on, this inhuman behavior is going on,
Yes.
at least somebody is doing something.